Alright guys, so I have just finished Spider-Man Miles Morales, and I gotta say, this game is amazing. From all the new features with that DualSense controller, to the storyline of this game, to the ultra high-speed SSD, to all of the cool features in this game, it is amazing for the price. Now, for me, there are two major things when it comes to this game that I really love about it. So, this is my review. Alright, so, No Best here. And as I said, this is my Spider-Man Miles Morales review. And as I said, there are two main features. One being the storyline of this game is just outstanding. In my opinion, this would be the best Spider-Man movie ever made if there was one. And two being the ultra high-speed SSD. And that there are, take my word for it, literally no loading screens in this game at all. Zero, none. No loading screens. That's why I love this, so let's get into the review.
So, as you can see here, this is just a side quest, so it's not going to spoil anything for anyone. But as you can see here, look at how detailed everything is, from those little snow particles to everything going on in the background, and as well the people's faces. I just think that this all is insane. Like, look at this detail, look at the snow particles, look at all the people, look at everything happening right now. I just love it. And then look at Spider-Man's suit. Look at that suit, it looks so good. Main thing, look at this. Look at this ray tracing. You can see exactly the shadows, how they are. I love that. So, right now, you can choose between fidelity mode, or you can choose between performance mode. So performance mode will give you that pure 60 frames a second without ray tracing, but fidelity mode will limit you to 30 frames per second with ray tracing and all the other graphics that come with it. So I really do like that you have the option with both those modes, and just everything that you can do is so snappy in this game. So I just want to show you, if I just zip to here, look at how smooth it is. Look at how smooth that was. If I run up this wall, look at how smooth all of this is. It is all so smooth when you're flying in the air. So now I just want to show you how fast this SSD is. So say I want to fast travel. You can fast travel through all the subway stations. All I do is hold X and I'm gonna count. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm already all the way, almost halfway across town. That is so insane, and I am just so impressed, Sony. Props. So for the story mode, I don't want to spoil anything for anyone who has not played Spider-Man Miles Morales yet. So I'm not going to really talk about the story mode, but I just want to say that this story mode is amazing. And in my opinion, honestly, I believe that if this was a Spider-Man movie, this would be the best, and I mean it. No matter how good the Spider-Man movies, sorry. No matter how good the Spider-Man movies are, if this game was a movie, it would be the best, and I mean the best movie out there for Spider-Man. I love it. Now, there are a lot of similarities between this one and between the first Spider-Man, but honestly, I feel that this one is much more smooth and obviously 100% more graphically advanced because of the PlayStation 5 features and power. So I honestly believe that that is very good. And compared to the first one, it just has so many more things you can do in it because of all the new powers and from features. The PS5. Alright, so as I said, the two main things are the ultra high-speed SSD and as well that the storyline. So if I head into Spider-Man Miles Morales, now I have already completed the game. I have started a new game plus, but for the sake of this, I'm just going to zip around the city just to show you guys really how fast and how good this game looks, because to me this game looks amazing. So that's what we're gonna do once we load into it. I would say that right now it does take a little bit to get to the main screen, but from the main screen on, it is the snappiest no loading screen game that I've ever seen. Now, as you can tell just from here how crispy and how detailed his face looks. Miles's face looks so detailed, as well as everything around him. Now, two highlights that I want to mention as well is the adaptive triggers and the haptic feedback. Really, this game does take advantage of it. Not as much the haptic triggers as I would like, the adaptive triggers. I would like a bit more of that. But the haptics are really, really good haptic feedback. So let's get into it. I do have a saved game and a new game plus, but for this sake, we're gonna head into the regular game. And so, as you can see, we are already in the game. That is how fast this ultra high-speed SSD is. Now, moving on to more of the DualSense controller features inside of this game, I want to show you guys one thing that I find really cool about the DualSense controller is that it knows where the item is that it is feedbacking to. Let me explain. So as you can see in front of me, I have this green mailbox. If I hold L1 and R1, I can feel the mailbox go around me while I'm swinging it around. And I can feel exactly where it is. So if I hold this, I can feel it in the right, and then the left, and then behind, and then in front. I don't know how Sony managed to do this, but hats off to them. That is just so cool. One more time, I can feel it in my right, my left, behind me, and in front when I throw it. That is just so cool, Sony. That's why I love this DualSense controller. I believe one thing that they could do better is add more haptics while you're walking. Like right now, I can't feel any haptics at all while I'm walking. I can feel it while I zip, but not while I'm walking, not even when I fall to the ground like that. That could be an improvement for the next one. And another thing is the adaptive triggers could use a little more. I know that they try to a bit, but they're not really even existent, in my opinion. When I'm running, a little bit. When I'm swinging, a little bit. But it's not intense like other games are, which I would prefer intense adaptive triggers. But again, that is opinionated, but I feel like they should be allowed to, we should be allowed, the audience, the gamers should be allowed to choose what sort of level or intensity we want our triggers to be at, but I think that should still be an option.
I don't have a lot of practice.
So I think that mostly covers it. In my opinion, this is a way better game than the first one. I feel like it gives us something different in the Spider-Man world, but as well all the new features and the graphical performances of the new Spider-Man Miles Morales. So that is my take on this game. So yeah, let me know down in the comments below whether or not you guys do have Spider-Man Miles Morales, and let me know whether or not you guys are playing it on the PS4 or the PS5. And for those of you who are playing on the PS4, let me know how it is on the PS4, because I only have it on the PS5, right? So I don't really know how it is on the PS4. So, thanks for watching.